Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky. And today we are testing out the new Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. Spoilers, what it looks like on my face already. But we'll be doing a wear test, a demo of the product, and we're going to go through all the claims, the benefits, the description, all that. Talk about what it looks like, how it wears, everything else. And we're going to leave it on for quite a few hours, hopefully, and see how it holds up at the end of the day. So yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know some more drugstore complexion products you'd like to see me test out, because I really like doing wear tests and it's a lot of fun for me. And I get to kind of nerd out with it. Also, if you would be so kind as to head over to my Instagram, the link is in the description box, and give me a follow over there. I am trying to grow that damn platform. I'm trying. And if you could just head over there and hit subscribe or hit follow, that would be great. And you can also keep up with my day-to-day makeup looks and this and that, just casual lifestyle shit on my IG stories. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start producing more content for Instagram as far as like reels, I guess. I'm just gonna do some little looks on there, make them little videos, whatever. I don't know how to make reels. I'm out of touch, and I that's why I didn't want a TikTok. I didn't want to learn how to do that, okay? Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this video and talk about this concealer, and I will see you guys in just a second. Let's review this Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. We're gonna be doing a wear test. So I'm gonna go ahead and read to you some of the claims about this concealer and the description from the Wet n Wild website. This is: our new Mega Last Incognito Concealer delivers an all-day wear, buildable, matte to medium full coverage, so you can get sly on the fly without them knowing. This formula is your new undercover agent, fully concealing imperfections without detection under sunlight or spotlight. Why wasn't this in the photo focus line? Even better, Incognito Concealer brings skin crimes to justice with nourishing and hydrating ingredients like shea butter, licorice root extract, mango seed butter, lightweight, ultra long-lasting, and luxurious in application. Our concealer has you completely covered, whether you choose to work all day or play all day. Seamlessly buildable, richly pigmented, also perfect for highlighting and contouring. Simply never crack the endless secrets of the Incognito code. All day, ultra long lasting, lightweight, matte, buildable, medium to full coverage, cruelty free, vegan, paraben free. So yeah, there is 21 shades, not a terrible range. It looks like it's got a good broad range. I have the shade Fair, I believe. Yeah, I just have the shade Fair, but they do have Fair Porcelain, which is lighter shades. That might have been a better match for me. This one I feel like it's a little yellow on me. Okay, so they have Fair Beige, so I'm 3 shades up. Oops. Yeah, so I definitely have the wrong shade in this. Fair is a little too yellow for me, undertoned. I really needed a Fair Beige or Fair Porcelain. But we're going to go ahead and test it out and see how it goes. I have actually been wearing it a little bit, and I don't think it's a bad concealer. I'll tell you that right off the bat. It is a matte finish. Here's the thing I don't like. It has a smell. It is like fragrance. Or smells like skincare, maybe? Can't say I necessarily dislike that. It's just an observation. It is, there's a scent to this. I'd say it's quite a skincare-y smell. But you have a nice little flat doe foot here. I actually do want to get this in the proper shade. This was the lightest shade I found in my local store when I was making my purchase. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my normal application here. And on my face, I actually have the e.l.f. CC Cream foundation on. Primer the NYX Marshmallow Primer. So I'm gonna take this just right here in this inner part. Favorite kind of general application areas. I like the doe foot on this. It's kind of flat, paddle shaped. It's just very light. I don't know, it feels really nice. So we can get this little hollow here. And this one is a fairly full coverage, so I'm not applying much. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this little bit out. I think this one kind of can dry down a little fast on you if you're not careful, if you let it sit too long. But I think it does have pretty decent coverage. It is fairly full coverage for sure, but it is a lovely formula. And I just wiped off all my foundation in that spot. Cool. You see, the color is just a little off on me. It's a bit too yellow, But here we are. And I'm not the biggest fan of a full-on matte foundation or concealer or a super full coverage concealer. My favorite concealer is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really like that one because I can sheer it out and do a very light application. Now while this one is matte, I don't find it as quite as heavy or as potentially as drying as the e.l.f. Original Camo Concealer can be. This one's just a little bit more graceful. You know, this one actually kind of makes me think of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer a little bit. But yeah, I don't love that shade on me. That's my only complaint, but that is my own fault because I didn't know they made lighter shades, but I also didn't see them at my store. I'm just going to build up a little bit more right here because I kind of removed some coverage. And we're going to kind of blend it out to make it match and kind of work into my skin without looking too yellow. But the thing is, despite being matte, this looks so good on the under eye. It really doesn't look heavy, particularly if you don't over apply it and kind of keep a nice lighter hand with it. Don't go too ham. You'll get a really nice finish, and I think it's pretty. It is a pretty product. I say these kind of concealers really aren't my vibe these days, but I just picked it up just to try out of curiosity. I was kind of impressed. Like, I'm not mad at it. I think it's a nice, solid concealer. If you're looking for just a good, trusty, go-to one that will perform well without looking overly heavy or anything like that, still look light but give you really good coverage. And again, the shade range is not awful either. I think this might be a good one to look at. I think the e.l.f. Color range is a little better, or shade range. Might be just a little better, but it's not bad. And it's a good price point at $4.99. I mean, for $4.99, this is a damn good concealer. I mean, it does compete with high-end as far as the formula goes. So it really doesn't feel overly drying like I had anticipated it to be. When I first time I opened it and like went to use it, I was expecting it to be very kind of L'Oreal Infallible, full wear, or like the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer, or maybe like the CoverGirl, I think it's Undercover Concealer, the more heavy Shape Tape-esque. Well, this one does have that kind of Shape Tape-y vibe to it. It isn't quite as heavy. And I find it wears a little bit more gracefully on the skin because it's quite thin and just easy to blend out. Like, I don't feel like it's a chore to blend out. It kind of just works, and I don't know, it wears really well, I think, in my opinion. But we're going to do a full wear test today and see how it goes. But I just want to go ahead and show you applying it and the difference it made in my under eyes. They look very brightened because this shade is a little too yellow for me and possibly a little too light, but we'll make it work. We'll be alright. But I'm using this with products that I am familiar with and know how they perform. The drugstore put out some pretty fun stuff this spring, I think, and some interesting products. I'm going to highlight the tip of my nose here, the bridge of my nose, a little bit right in here, just to kind of try to get the color to be a little more cohesive on my face, because it is just a little yellow. It really does give nice coverage, and just, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin either, and I think it looks just a really good, it has a really nice texture to it, despite being matte. It doesn't have that chalkiness. Like, I'm not a fan really of the L'Oreal Full Wear anymore. I used to like that one, I think back when it first came out, because it was kind of something new to me. But I've gotten where I just really kind of enjoy a concealer I can sheer out and apply a little bit with a lighter hand, but still get what I want out of it, which is like what I can do with the Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one, I think, does a pretty decent job, and it doesn't look drying under the under eyes. So it manages to be matte without being drying. I keep lifting product off accidentally. Maybe I am having issues with that e.l.f. CC cream. But yeah, it's just very brightening. But I think it looks really nice on the skin. It's just really not that heavy. It's a pretty good, just go-to concealer that's kind of trusty, I feel like. It's not going to be too much, and you can really apply it strategically and get a lighter application, or you can kind of go in with it and get the full beat. It's very versatile, and despite having that matte finish, I think it does look really nice on the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my By Terry Hydra powder. It's my favorite setting powder really right now. Just quite into it. It's one that really locks things in, and I know how it performs pretty well these days. Set down my under eyes with this. I've been really into doing a more strategic setting and not overly powdering my face. This is a very mattifying but undetectable powder. I'm just gonna pop a little bit on this under eye here with a small brush. And just set where I really need it set. Should be like the T-zone area. Yeah, it looks pretty nice with the powder over it. I'll go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup and all of that, and we'll be back for some thoughts and get into that wear test. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, this is the finished makeup for today and how the concealer looks fully completed on the face, that kind of thing. So yeah, what we're gonna do is do a wear test. I'm gonna wear this for a few hours, well, longer than a few hours. I'm gonna wear it a good portion of time. I can't commit to an exact time frame, I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna wear it for a while. We're gonna see how it looks, how it holds up. So far, I think it looks really nice as far as the formula and texture of it goes. Even though it is matte, it still looks good. It doesn't look crepey, it doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look cakey. It's very, very nice for a matte concealer, and I really didn't expect that much going in with this product. I really didn't expect to like it at all, but it's pretty nice. It's just a good solid concealer. Is it like revolutionary? No, it's not. It's pretty, you know, a standard good concealer, but it's a trusty one and at a great price point, so you kind of can't fault that, and it does have those skincare benefits within it, so I'm happy to see that in any product. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on with our wear test, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So today is going to be the wear test for the WetnWild Incognito concealer. Anyway, we're going to wear test it today, see how it holds up throughout the day. It's kind of rainy, a little bit humid, and it's getting cold. It's a weird weather day, but I do have to run to Target and we're gonna grab some lunch. So that was my day planned out, and then I gotta do some stuff around the house because we are planning a little vacation. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna give you a close-up on what my under eyes look like at the moment and how everything is hanging out and looking on the skin. And I will check in a little while and give you an update. So yeah, on with it. Here is the super duper close-up of my under eye situation. Let's see. I think it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not mad at it. I think this is actually a beautiful concealer. I forgot to mention, I did use all my same products that I used on the day that I demoed the concealer. Life come up and got in the way of the wear test, and I didn't have concealer left at the end of that day because I cried it all off. So, we're just gonna redo the wear test portion of that. So, here we are. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, hello. Check-in number 1 for the day on this concealer. My lipstick's gone because I've had my mask on. And I had lunch. I always forget to check that before I turn the camera on. Here's what we're working with. I think it held up so far so good. Let me try to get in here close. I have some cakiness over here. My skin's been a little like dry lately. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, the concealer's holding up really well so far. It's been on since about 10 a.m. and it is currently 5 p.m. So far so good. Ooh, we got some nice lighting right here though. It is yeah, 5 in the evening. It's about to get real sunny in here and way too bright. I hate this time of year because of that. My dining room gets extremely bright. But anyways, yeah, concealer's held up really well. Any wear and tear just on my face is around my mouth, and that is from my mask because I've been in Target for about an hour getting birthday presents, and I got some little cute things. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys this evening and we'll do our final check-in. Final check-in of the evening. It is 9 o'clock at night, just about. It's like 8:50 something. Anyways, here is what we're looking like. Honestly, the under eyes held up beautifully. They don't look dry. They don't look cakey. They don't look heavy. They haven't creased. They just look really nice. And everywhere that I've put the concealer on my face has held up beautifully. Even my chin right here, this outer corner, a little bit on the forehead and nose. It's all held up. The only place I've had some wear was for my mask around this region. So yeah, I gotta say the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer is actually really good. Everything held up great. If you like a mostly matte concealer that's not super heavy, but it is good coverage and it's not a hard to work with formula. It blends out easily. It's not drying, yet it still has a nice matte finish. It's kind of a good balance and middle ground concealer. So I think it's a good one to reach for if you just want like a easy, kind of a natural finish, not dewy, not ultra matte concealer. You just want a good, trusty, sturdy concealer. This is a sturdy concealer. This is just a great kind of workhorse middle ground type of product. And yeah, I think it's a good one. And at the price point, you can't beat it. So yeah, that is all for today in this video. Let me know your thoughts below on the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. And you want me to still pick up the skin tint? I can still pick that up and give that a review because I am kind of interested in it, and I've seen a lot of people raving about it and some people not liking it, so I'm a little curious. So let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.